I believe, the gentleman knew what he was doing.
I believe 7 and 8 have not.
Friends and family members of the 4 men murdered by a Fresno shooting spree suspect breathed a sigh of relief today after a judge's decision to keep the criminal cases moving forward. The judge ruled Kori Muhammad is competent to stand trial for the murders of Carl Williams, Zach Randles, Mark Gassett, and David Jackson.
Action News anchor Jon Conklin shows us a touching gesture marking the decision.
We'll go take him some flowers right now.
Tony Mendoza joined a courtroom crowd Monday in cheering the judge's ruling.
I find the defendant is presently competent to stand trial in each case before the court.
He knew what he was doing. That's all I have to say. But I'm just so glad that there's going to be justice for my friend Mark and for all the other victims. Thank you, Jesus.
Police say Mark Gassett was the 3rd man killed by the defendant last April. He's buried a few miles from the courthouse, and Mendoza visited him after the decision, leaving new flowers by his friend's grave. Attorneys for the accused killer claimed he was mentally incompetent to stand trial, but prosecutors argued that while he did have a mental disorder, he also had control over it and used it to manipulate the judicial system.
He has, at minimum, played up the symptoms of his mental illness in prior cases where he is reported and admitted to play acting crazy.
The accused killer pleaded not guilty to 4 murders after the judge's ruling. The charges leave open the death penalty as a possibility, and his defense attorney says another mental health battle is also possible. The man accused of a racist killing spree could plead not guilty by reason of insanity.
Well, it could be. We're exploring all avenues in terms of the defense. I think everybody here knows that my client suffers from a major mental illness, and that's certainly, in my humble opinion, a causative factor as to why we're here.
The defendant will be back in court Friday when the case will move forward for the first time in the 9 months since Mark Gassett and 3 others moved into their final resting places. Jon Conklin, ABC 30, Action News.